We're welcoming Mary Lambert into our studio. It's been a few years since you've been here, so thanks so much for coming back.
Oh my God, thanks for having me.
And I thought it'd be a little different this time to do, instead of just the interview and songs, to have you make a mocktail.
I would love to.
I might have officially requested a cocktail, but It was told to me that a mocktail would be made. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I quit drinking a couple of months ago, and not for any particular reason. I was just... It's as I'm getting older, I'm just getting worse and worse hangovers for less and less alcohol. I'll have a glass of wine and be hungover for 2 days.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. And for me, I'm I just want a little treat. You know what I mean? So once I discovered mocktails, I was oh, this is easy. This is great. This is exactly what I want, and I don't get hungover, and I never really cared about the taste of alcohol. I just liked what it did to me. Mm-hmm. And
but probably with this stuff, it's a little different. You probably love the taste of this because this product here was new to me. Do you want to talk about that, the Seedlip?
Oh, Seedlip, yeah. I just my partner's actually the one who started on this. They've been sober for 2 years. And so that was originally, I was oh, let me research the non-alcoholic spirits. So they make these things they kind of replace alcohol and give you that same sort of vibe,
Yeah, I'm excited to try it. It says it's a distilled non-alcohol, it's got real fancy flavors in it. So,
yes.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you make. Do you have a name for this creation?
So at the craft bar that I used to work at, this was a Huckleberry Basil Mojito, and so it was made with huckleberry vodka. We don't have that today, so this is going to be an aromatic, a spicy basil mojito.
That sounds delicious.
And it's going to take me some time because I just want to, I'm a perfectionist.
That's okay. We want to know how to make it right and just how you do it. What was the bar that you worked at?
I worked at a bar in Seattle called Clever Bottle, and it's no longer open, unfortunately, but I just loved working there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to squeeze as much lime as I can get out of this, and ideally, if you're making it at home, you can just get the store-bought lime and do about 1/4 cup. Whatever you do when you're making a simple syrup, you just want to do equal parts of citrus and sweet. So I'm going to get as much as I can out of here since I'm making 4. I might settle on just 2.
Okay.
So I can get the right ratio.
That's totally fine. We can make the others when we're done.
Perfect. Yeah, we used to have a juicer, and when we would get really busy, if we ran out of juice, we'd have to just be actually squeezing limes for every drink. Okay, so here, I've got probably about 2 tablespoons there.
Did you like being a bartender?
I loved it. I just love taking care of people. I'm like a nurturer. It's in my nature. It's my Taurus nature.
I'm sure you've heard a lot of stories.
Yes. Okay, it's probably about 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to rip some fresh basil from your garden. Are you kidding me? So I'm just going to rip some pieces up in here and try to get those flavors to release. I actually was born without a sense of smell.
Really?
Yeah, so this is, I don't know what this is. This is a leaf. This is a fancy leaf that people like. And I like using it instead of mint just because I think it adds a little it's just, there's more, it feels like it's more complex than just mint, and it just sounds cool. Yeah, I was born with, they call it congenital anosmia, and
I have a friend who has that too, and I always wondered how it affects taste as well.
It's if you have experienced it for most of your life, you're I don't know what to compare it to.
Yeah. But
I do, I can't tell the difference between most sodas. I can tell the difference between Sprite and Coke, but that's the thing. Okay, let's see. I think maybe I'll do one more. And you have this beautiful.
Yeah, there are a couple different varieties.
Yeah, I love this. I'm going to use this for garnish. This is just perfect.
Yeah, I used to make an Italian dinner for my friend, and then she'd say, "Smells great." I'm like, "Knock it off."
Okay. Yeah, I do miss bartending. So I'm just gonna kind of get them to vibe together in here. What would they say? They would say you release the flavors. So now I'm gonna get some ice in here. And I'm gonna attempt to muddle this. I haven't like muddled anything in maybe like 7 years. Murdering someone. Just casual murder at the radio station. What else does it sound like?
And my friend Jen is filling in sound for me today. She's probably like, what is happening?
I'm using the wrong side. Well, I'm used to using the back of a wooden spoon.
Sure.
Oh, that works so much better. Well, this is why I'm not a bartender anymore. We all have our strengths. This is actually a really good muddler. Oh my god. Wow.
I just got it. I didn't have one and none of my friends had one. I'm like, this is crazy. We have to have a muddler.
Once it works, once you put on the right side. This is awesome. I want to get one. Okay, so I'm going to do, I don't know, I'm eyeballing it. If this were vodka, you'd be in for a real treat. And normally, let's see, actually, after you do that, I like to shake it so it's all you get.
Sure.
Oh my god, will you look at that? Just
so
like
perfect.
Perfect pour. Not to brag. Okay, so what I would do too, I'm going to get these sort of smaller leaves because I think they're just real cute. Get those in there too. Because you finally muddled all those. Do you like that I'm pretending I'm on a cooking show now? I'm like, where's John Tapper?
You never know where this could lead.
Yell at me, Daddy.
I love him. I love that show.
He's so amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll do a little shake. Oh, it's bringing me back to my days. My days. The worst is when someone, and I love these, but they would order like a egg white cocktail, and what would happen is you have to shake the egg whites for hella long, and in order to get them like super frothy, and so you're just shaking for a real long time, trying to make conversation. What would happen when I was bartending too is I would get like a song idea, and I would tell my boss like, hold on one second, I just have to go to the hallway. I have a song idea. And I remember I was like 18 or 19 when I was working at, restaurants and bars, not bars. And I told my bosses, I was like, well, I'm gonna, in the future I might need Sundays off because that's when the award shows are. So I was like, I'm going to be at award shows, just so you know. Okay, so this is our spicy basil mojito. And do you want to try it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you the one that looks better.
Do a cheers.
Okay. Cheers. God, I hope it's good. Okay.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my god, it's so good.
That is really yummy.
Oh my god. Wait, I forgot your cute little garnish.
Oh.
Here. Now.
Perfection.
Oh my god. Okay, wow. This turned out a lot better, honestly, than I thought it was going to. I thought this was going to be a real mess.
It's delicious.
Okay.
We'll call it the Merry Mojito.
Wow, it's good.
Yeah, we'll make sure everyone here gets to try these because this is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a believer in it. It's really refreshing. Good
Should I do
summer
it?
drink.
Should I make? I mean, I didn't want to waste all your time.
Oh no. You
Should I make? Yeah.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay. This is the jam.
Really good.
I mean, I've impressed myself. Yeah, so we just played Boise Pride, which was amazing. It was like I really try to let people know. I'm like, you came here for Pride and you came here to dance. You're not going to get that today. You're going to get a little bit of dancing and mostly crying.
Yes. You need to calm down for a minute, then you can go crazy.
And I always tell people, I'm like, I'm bipolar, and I'm going to do my best to make you feel the way that it feels inside my head at all times. Everything's funny, and I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown at all times.
Welcome to my circus.
Yes. Yeah, but it was just really, I mean, everybody was so sweet. And it's, it was 2 years since my last performance.
Oh, wow.
So this was like my first performance since then. And I was just I forgot how good it feels to have that sort of reciprocation from the audience. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys are getting the dregs of the basil. You know what? I'm going to take from my own garnish. That's just how selfless I am.
Oh.
Everybody was just so, so sweet. And, it's like that moment when you're playing and you look up and you're like, oh my God, I have 100 people crying at me. Am I going to get calls from therapists being like, my client was not prepared for this today. That was my whole last album, was just about like processing grief and my own trauma and being like, this is like how I have survived for so long to process. I write songs to get through. Mm-hmm. I think it was Bob Dylan. It was like, you don't process happy. You don't write songs when you're like,
right.
It's not what you need then. Okay, now I'm just so excited now that I figured out how to use this. My old recipe said that I put ice on top, but I'm not going to put extra ice on top. In fact, I want more ice. Do you like how much of a perfectionist I'm being? I'm like, I'm here to play music, and I'm like, no, I want this to be the best mocktail you've ever had in your life.
For sure it is.
My reputation as a bartender is on the line.
Yeah, as if you're going to fall back to that.
You know what? I have thought, though. I'm like, you know what? I'm really glad I have some different skill sets, too. God, who knows what's going to happen in the future? I can always bartend. I did an event at Stonewall Inn in New York. And it was like when it was named a landmark. So I performed right outside of it, and they had a grand piano set up for me outside. It was really cool. And then afterwards I was like, can I bartend here? And they did. They let me bartend that night.
How fun.
And I was like giving people their checks. I was like, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, beautiful.
Oops. Okay. Now we're going to do a shake. Less basil, more mojito. I'm trying to open it. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
This is what you're going to get, honey. You're going to get,
You get a taste.
You get a taste of it.
I can't wait.
Okay. Here we go.
We'll get one into Jen here in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, do I get one too?
Yes. Oh, wait, is this for Jen?
No, that
Yes.
one of them could be for Jen.
Okay,
if you have
yes.
an extra.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, these two. It's like a sampler. It's like it's a taste test.
Delicious.
And that is the spicy basil mojito. Just look at this one. Don't look at the others.